Hey everybody, Jimmy here, and everything's going very well. Pastor Mary and I are busy as ever. Besides all the stuff that we normally do, we're also putting together a lot of stuff for the food pantries and also for the dinners that we're doing. Don't forget, Thursday night at 5:30 we have a dinner. It's a drive-through, so just drive through and we'll give you a dinner and let you go on your way. We also have groceries that we can pass out from One Community Now, who's been gracious enough to load us down with groceries. And let me turn a little bit, and you can see the picture of the van in the background there. I went and picked up the food the other day, and it's there had 80 bags, and we'll probably get rid of those Thursday night. Palm Harbor has dinner here on Saturday night. Drive-through situation. Nobody's sitting down or hanging out, but they have also have meals. And then we're also continued our breakfast on Sunday mornings. We have people that less than 10 volunteers that have come in, and they're continuing the breakfast. It's a traditional breakfast, and those of you that have done breakfast before knows what that means. There's also we've also started something new, and it's burritos. But we're only delivering those to our bus riders, the ones that ride the bus now that have no means of transportation. So that's not a way for you to just stay in bed on Sunday morning and get breakfast delivered. If you have transportation, use it. And for our regular riders that don't have transportation, we've been trying to get food out to them. Lots going on. I realize that this is not ideal times. We would love to get together and shake hands and hug and talk. And I went to Florida Food Force to pick up some MREs yesterday, and Vance, who's in charge out there, he said, "Jimmy, this is the hardest time ever. I'm a hugger. I got a hug." And but we still just kind of nodded to each other and waved, and we went on our way. So much going on. I would encourage you to stay up on what's going on, but don't dwell on it. Don't spend hours in front of the TV unless you're watching Gilligan's Island or Mayberry RFD or something like that. If you're sitting in front of the TV all day long, it's just going to get into your spirit, and it's just going to continue to dwell. I'd encourage you, if you're going to spend an hour on watching the news, spend an hour in God's Word, or spend an hour in another publication, a Christian publication that gives you hope, that gives you something to look forward to. Don't just sit there and dwell on the gloom and doom. I've noticed in all the news reports, they always talk about how many people have got the disease, how many people are died from the disease. They omit how many people have recovered from the disease, and there's thousands of people that have recovered. So try to dwell on that, and reach out to your friends and family, especially the ones that don't have internet or don't have the tech savvy to get on the internet. Call them. Let them know you're thinking about them. That goes a long way. Especially, can you imagine if you were sitting in your room all day long, nothing to do but watch TV and dwell on everything and not having any kind of interaction? We've got people that are like that. Reach out to people and say, "Hey, I'm thinking about you. How are you doing? Anything I can do for you?" And of course, with the new rules and regulations that Governor DeSantis has made in place, even though I believe on the list it does say church services, we would hate to subject our people to the possibility of being sick or getting sick, because you don't even know you're carrying the disease and you can infect hundreds, and we don't want to do that, especially with the population here in Pasco County, a lot of the elderly. We don't want to subject them to a sickness, because hey, I'm one of them, 62, and of course Pastor Mary, she's a little older, and we don't want to subject her to any kind of illness. Be praying for me, as so far my kidney donation is still a go. Raymond and I go in for a pre-op on the 7th, and hopefully we have surgery on the 13th. Be praying for that we all both remain healthy, and that everything goes well. Be praying for Pastor Mary. She's having some trouble with some nerve pain. We went to the doctor yesterday, and they wouldn't let me in, only patients only. And We thought it might be her hip, but her hip's good, but it's just some scoliosis in her back, and it's radiating down her legs. So be praying for her that we can find a solution for this, and be praying for the churches, Asbury and Joining Hands, that we can get through this and that we can continue, even if it is a short time afterwards. As we go through life, we're going to have our ups and downs. But one thing that I know for sure, no matter what happens, no matter if they shut everything down, no matter what happens, I still know without a doubt that God is still on the throne.